What's going on, family, friends? This is Terrence Manning, and this is my show, My Thoughts Uncut. Welcome back. We're going to be talking about a father who was killed for not taking a bribe because his daughter was raped, and that person who raped her allegedly tried to bribe him. Didn't turn out that way, and let's see what happened.
New charges today in the murder of a Ferguson man who reported the rape of his own daughter. 3 family members stand indicted for the murder of Corey Warren, who was gunned down after refusing a bribe to drop charges in a sexual assault case. Our Megan Kernan is live outside the Ferguson Police Department, where prosecutors announced indictments just hours ago.
Corey Warren's best friend tells me he was the best person on earth and a great father. His family still hasn't come back home since the killing. And these 3 men are now charged, accused of working together to silence that father, murdering him and then murdering their own hitman.
One of the most senseless acts of violence that I've reached and have seen this year.
Ferguson Police Chief Troy Doyle says Corey Warren's killing was calculated, cruel, and personal. On July 8th, officers say Corey Warren was shot through the glass door of his Ferguson home that you can still see 3 months later.
That's real good, Dad. You know, I couldn't ask for a better neighbor.
They just shot the man through his door? Like, did they not being discreet at all? And I don't know if it was in broad daylight, but geez, what the hell?
Investigators say Warren was shot after refusing a $12,000 bribe to stay quiet about charges against Lavore Harmon, accused of raping Warren.
Look at this man. This man tried to hire a hitman. He did hire a hitman because the father refused to drop the charges. You raped his daughter. You have the audacity to contact him face to face and ask him, can he drop the charges? So you think he's not a father first? There is no amount of money in the world that would make me drop charges if that were to happen to my daughter, which it won't. But hypothetically speaking, and I don't think any father would take that kind of money or any amount of money when he's lucky the father didn't do something right then and there to him. These people are just evil people.
Warren's daughter. Prosecutors say Harmon, his uncle Anthony L. Young, and cousin Anthony D. Young coordinated Warren's.
Look at this. Black people, what are we doing? And then you guys wonder why our culture is so bad. It's because of people like them. And where are all the black activists when it comes to something like this? They killed their own people, their own community. Not only did they rape their own community, they killed their own community. So you ruined that poor child's life 2 times. 1, you took her innocence. Secondly, you took her father. So now this poor girl is going to be fatherless, and she has to deal with something that happened so traumatic to her personally. And on top of this, look at this. And then Anthony Young and Anthony D. Are they father and son? Anthony L. Young and Anthony D. Young. They got to be father and son. What are we doing, people? What is our black community doing? This person has a $2 million bond. All of them do. And then why can they be bonded? Like, there should be no bonds for these people. There's got to be a way where we don't have a bond when you commit such murders like this, such crimes.
Murder with their associate, Andrew Klaus, who later that same day was also shot and killed. All 3 men now face 2 counts of first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and felonies like statutory rape.
I would have never thought something like this would happen around here.
Neighbor Hugh Deberly was home the day Warren was killed.
Next thing I know, I heard about 4 or 5 gunshots. Then I seen them running across my yard. into a car, and they took off. They tried to revive him, and his kids are out there crying.
Warren's neighbors remember him as a devoted
They did this while his kids were home. What? Oh my gosh, man. These people, man, they don't care about people. They don't care about human life. Evil people.
dad and friend.
Well, they took a person's life. You know, a person was trying to do right, and they killed him for it. So they should have to pay too.
Yeah, they should.
Prosecutors said this was not being charged as a murder for hire plot, but that could change if evidence points to that.
What do you mean? He hired a hitman. He hired someone to take that guy out because he wouldn't take the bribe, which was, you have to be extremely delusional or just not there if you think a father's going to take a bribe and a bribe for his own daughter, and then you offer him $12,000. Like, one, his daughter is priceless. Two, $12,000. Like, if you're going to insult me, at least insult me with an extreme amount offer. But that's even more. I would be more insulted by you even offering me $12,000. Like, that's what you think my daughter's worth? Like, what the heck, man?
Harmon is held on a $2 million bond in St. Louis County, and the Youngs are in federal custody, also on $2 million bonds each. Live in Ferguson, Megan Kernan, 5 on your.
We're going to go to another source, but this bond thing is bothering me. Let me see. Let's see if there's like such. There's got to be a way where bonds are not even an option. Let's see, because this is ridiculous. I guess it depends on the violation, the criminal offense. But this is ridiculous. Let's go to another video.
New at noon, 3 people face charges today accused of witness tampering and sexual abuse of a child. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Cook. Corey Warren was shot and killed in his home in Ferguson in July. Investigators say he refused a bribe to drop charges in a sexual assault case. 5 on your side's Megan Kernan is live at the Ferguson Police Department, where prosecutors just announced the indictments.
That's right, Paul. This case is disturbing on every level. Prosecutors say Corey Warren was murdered because he refused to stay silent, refusing a bribe to drop charges in his daughter's rape case last March. Then just yesterday, 3 men were indicted, all family members, accused of first-degree murder, statutory rape, tampering with physical evidence, and knowingly burning and exploding, among other charges.
So I was right. They're all family members, and that's definitely father and son combo, which he's got to be the worst father ever. To have your son in crime like that, and you're like a duel.
St. Louis County prosecutors announced indictments against LaVor Harmon, Anthony L. Young, and Anthony D. Young. Investigators say Corey Warren was targeted after he refused a $12,000 bribe to drop charges against LaVor Harmon, who's accused of raping Warren's 15-year-old daughter. Court documents say Harmon's sister, LaVonda Harmon, offered the payoff with the help of 2 others.
They got the man that raped that poor guy's daughter. His sister got involved and approached him about taking the bribe. This is a family affair. What is going on in our community? Where are the black people protesting and saying this is wrong? Where are they? Where's Al Sharpton? Where's D.L. Hughley? Where are they saying that the white man is doing this to us? Where are they? This is self-inflicted in our community. Like, this is...
Later, police say Warren was shot and killed by Andrew Klaus, who was an associate of these 3 men. Then, in a shocking twist, Klaus was found murdered hours later in St. Louis, and a burned white Kia was linked to the crimes. Prosecutors say all three men were working together in both murders. This multi-agency investigation points to a deadly chain of violence tied to the brutal assault.
Was a tragic and probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is clearly this is horrible, and it's a bad reflection on our community. These individuals are the scum of the earth. They should not be there's no defense for them. I don't want to see anyone in the comments saying, well, it's the system that made them do it. No, these people are evil. These people are vile. And I don't understand why the whole $2 million bail, that makes no sense to me. And I actually saw that there is when bail/bond could be denied, and that's public safety risk. That was the number one thing that showed up in Google, public safety risk. So these individuals clearly shown that they are a public safety risk. They're out just killing, hiring hitmen, and then killing a hitman. Did they see this script in a movie and thought that this was gonna actually work in real life? No, this is it's wrong. Flight risk is another way of a bond being not even an option, and depending on the charge and the criminal history. But the public safety risk is the first thing. You just cold-blooded killed this man after you raped his daughter and expect him to take a bribe. Like, oh, and these people should get the death penalty. There should be no wasted money on paying for them year after year to be in jail for the rest of their lives. No, just give them the death penalty. We don't have to worry about them being in jail. They don't deserve the freedom of being in jail. They deserve to rot in hell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and we got to do better. We got to start holding our people accountable when they do something like this. Love you guys. Peace.